This TV reporter gets a bit too close to motocross biker, only to regret it seconds later. This Brazilian striker seriously injured himself while celebrating his goal after he tried to jump over an advertising hoarding, only to realize there was a steep drop on the other side. Jeremy received a round of applause after he gently shooed a bug away. The applause, though, quickly turned to a collective gasp after a ball boy disposed of the bug by crushing it. It's really difficult being a reporter. There are certain things that you probably want to avoid, like jerks who are waiting for the chance to slap your back on live TV, or inflatable snow sleds that are headed in your direction at a very rapid speed.
At Riverside Park, Rob Black, Global News.
You gotta admire this guy's professionalism. He managed to finish the outro before laying down to die. This next model just couldn't keep her balance and trips over right on the catwalk. However, she got up and continued down the runway. But her ankles knocked together a second time and the reporters just couldn't stop laughing.
That had to hurt. That was uncool.
This presenter's clothes get stuck into something. And as she moves on, her dress gets ripped off. Luckily, she had enough clothes left to cover her up. We already know that one chip challenge is no joke. It's made with ghost peppers and the Carolina Reaper. But that didn't stop Shaq from trying it. After Shaq took a bite and started chewing, all seemed to be going well.
It's nothing to me.
Then things went south a few seconds later. This kid experienced the worst case scenario of being a ball boy, which is undeniably face planting on live TV. This reporter was filming a segment in her kitchen when things went wrong as her father walked in, still pulling a t-shirt over his head.
Dad, holy crap!
There is a long and proud history of reporters falling off into and down. Tyra Banks gets really scared from a porcupine and accidentally falls off the couch. A weather report turned into a chase scene when a golden retriever, ready for a game of fetch, bounced into a live shot. After a chase and probably a belly rub, the golden retriever gives the microphone back and even sits for an interview. During a press conference, an Iraqi journalist took both of his shoes off and threw it towards George Bush. During a semi-final gaming event, this red guy thinks he has won it and jumps out of his seat to celebrate. There was just one problem. The match wasn't over. There was still a decisive round left to play. He seemed to notice it, but it was too late.
What are you standing up for? Why?
This TV presenter loses his balance and takes a spectacular tumble, and even takes his female assistant down with him. You never know when a big story is about to break. A news reporter learned this lesson while in a live broadcast when a car goes through a frozen lake.
Okay.
Shaq was appearing on the post-match show when he somehow managed to get his foot caught on some electric equipment and took a huge crash landing on the studio floor. Yulia was left embarrassed after one man accidentally stepped on her gown, and her skirt got ripped off from her outfit in front of photographers. This female anchor tumbles and falls over while she was reporting live on TV. Ryan Blaney, the NASCAR driver, forgot he was wearing a mask when he tried to have a drink. A tennis match turned into a football match when this player accidentally let his racket slip out of his hand. The two traded a few more kick shots before he attempted what appeared to be a bicycle kick and fell off.
Oh, he spoilt it. Well, France are the world champions.
This woman trained her dog to be vegetarian, but the dog fails a test on live TV and made her feel embarrassed.
Well, in fairness, the weather has cooled down quite dramatically.
Yes, of course it has.
This news anchor sitting on the bull took a hard fall on the ground. Luckily, she was okay.
Whoa! Oops!
A TV journalist gets a big soaking after being hit by a huge wave while trying to report on the effects of tropical storm. While dancing to the song Me Too on The Tonight Show, Meghan Trainor took a very graceful fall. Even Jimmy Fallon joined her on the floor. A very embarrassing moment happens when a presenter draws a picture of private parts on live TV without having any idea of what he has done.
Excellent.
A little house cat had the most unfortunate timing during a live local news report about sightings of a cougar in the area.
There's been spottings of a cougar, and that's not it. That looks like a house cat.
This man was reporting about a suspected thief, but he had to do a double take while looking at one of the worst police artist sketches of all time. A number of easy catches have been put down in cricket, but the one dropped by Saeed Ajmal arguably remains the funniest. Baron Cohen was about to receive the Charlie Chaplin Award, and while accepting it, he did the famous penguin walk before slipping and pushing the elderly actress right off the stage. Katy Perry was performing a fun pop version of Big Pimpin' and decided to bring a flute on stage and give it a go. It looks like she's nailing it, surprising the crowd with the unveiling of her hidden talent. Only one problem: she forgets to put the flute to her mouth and the flute music keeps playing. Chrissy Teigen, who was co-hosting NBC's New Year's Eve, went in for a hug, but she gets whacked in the face by Leslie Jones' umbrella. There was an unexpected distraction for this professor when he was being interviewed live on BBC News.
And I think one of your children's just walked in.
But he managed to keep his composure and completed the interview successfully.
My apologies.
During a cricket match, a lady fell off while trying to take a seat.
Oh no.
Even the players couldn't control their laughter. During the Golden Globes, Emma Stone got involved in an awkward mishap with director Damien Chazelle, attempting to hug him in congratulations for his best screenplay win at the exact same moment he kissed his girlfriend. Emma quickly realized how weird the moment was and backed away. A weather report turned glitchy for a meteorologist, whose image began to multiply while she was giving a weather report.
Ooh, that's funky. What is going... Ooh!
Not the one to lose her nerve, she made the most of the virtual glitch.
This is what... Oh.
Marcel Ozuna climbs the left field wall to attempt an amazing catch, but the ball falls short for a ground rule double. Ozuna thought he'd put himself in position to pull off a miracle, but he only ended up with a face full of dirt and a heavily bruised ego. During a skeleton race, Elena got a little too ahead of herself and actually missed her sled by a few inches, causing her to just roll through the tracks. This next reporter was reporting from a park when a rogue skateboard hit him hard in the head. This guy gets eaten by a fish mascot after he fakes throwing a ball. Soon afterwards, the fish burped out various items of the player's clothing before he was vomited back out. While covering the serious after effects of a brutal tornado in Texas, one reporter found something cute and funny to raise the spirit of viewers. In the background, she noticed a dog sitting on a riding lawnmower as if the pup was driving it.
That is so great!